Archetypes deliver a new progression system to clubs. In FC26, you'll be able to unlock, progress, and develop 13 distinct player archetypes, each inspired by an icon of the world football, and each built to give you options that fit your style of play. Each of the 13 archetypes comes with its own set of unique characteristics, and the new customization experience gives you more control over how you develop your pro. So, let's say you wanted something like Neuer. Neuer. He's quite aggressive, right? In his. So maybe you push off your line a bit more, and it comes with that playstyle, so you can't like switch it off. Let's see. Archetypes. So if you're a magician for like a cam or something like that, combining remarkable control, dribbling, and vision, this player creates chances out of very little, both for themselves and teammates. So that's the description of the magician archetype, and what it does, it gives you a playstyle to go with it, technical and finesse shot. Whether you've got to choose one of those, I don't know, or gives you both. Finisher. Possesses a killer instinct in front of goal, a beast when one-on-one with the keeper. Low-driven shot trait playstyle, and the first touch playstyle is what you get with that. Target, classic hold-up that harnesses their physicality in duels, both on the ground and in the air. Power shot and precision header. All right. So what I'm hoping, chat, is, you know, like on the other games, people would like play on the wings, and they would have like aerial jump and stuff like that. It'd be nice now if that maybe certain positions can't overuse playstyles and things, because you'll have to select one that's kind of in your position role, if that makes sense. I could be wrong, but maybe that's what it means. See, because look, forward. If you're a forward, you can only pick these. A midfielder is left wing, right? So you get different ones. So I think you're going to have to choose. So if you're like a left wing, maybe you can't no longer have the like aerial jump and things like that, you know? So you're going to lock it down into certain positions. Midfielder archetypes. Recycler. This passing machine is critical to taking the ball from the back line and giving it to your most dangerous attackers. So these CDMs and things like that. Press proven and intercept comes with that. Maestro. Orchestrating the game from deep. Okay, this is the CDM then. This is like just a center mid and things. From deep, this player can unlock a defense to create chances for their forwards. Tiki-taka, ping pass. Or maybe it's just midfield in general, and it does say midfielder, but both of these kind of can do the same thing here. And you get tiki-taka pass with that and ping pass. Creator. Capable of delivering precise and incisive passes, like passes that can dismantle even the most organized backlines. You get incisive pass and inventive pass. And you got Spark. Excels in short, explosive bursts, getting to the byline and pulling back tantalizing crosses for teammates. Rapid and Trickster. Yo, what's up, Thor? How you doing, my friend? We want rush friendlies. That'd be nice. Hello, is this a deep dive, or will there be a YouTube video? This is the deep dive. There's not a YouTube video, but you can rewatch this back if there's if you're a little bit late to the party. We're just going through it now. Defender archetypes. The Progressor. A modern centre-back capable of stepping out of the back line to start tackles and with progressive passing. Long ball pass and anticipate. Boss. Wins the ball with imposing physicality, willing to put everything on the line for the team. Bruiser. An aerial fortress. Engine. This player's incredible stamina allows them to maintain maximum effort throughout the match, even while others are tiring. The engine keeps on going and going. Jockey and relentless playstyles you get with that. I wanted practice zone for clubmates. We'll see, Supreme, we'll see. Marauder, a defensive specialist whose pulsating pace means they are also comfortable and effective going forward. To be honest, I think a lot of people in defense are going to have this one. I think a lot of them will have this one. For the extra speed. Okay, goalkeepers, this is us. We got 2. Okay. Shot stopper. Unfazed when faced with an attacker in one-on-one, can be relied upon to make difficult saves. Footwork and far reach you get from that. Sweeper keeper, a modern day goalkeeper, comfortable with the ball at their feet and with a higher defense line. Cross claimer and 1v1 close down. Let's move on. This is not good. But how well it works in games is another thing. But this is pretty poor. Like, there's not much options here. We've got 2 things. We just got 2 things. Okay, let's go. Archetype progression. How do I unlock? Maybe you can have like, let's say you can have like 6 archetypes. So maybe you can have like these 2. Then you might be able to put, a goalkeeper wouldn't need these. Yeah, chat. Like, you wouldn't need, there's no point having any of these other ones. So yeah, looks like that's it. Archetype progression. How do I unlock archetypes? When entering clubs for the first time, you'll select your first archetype. Chat, and off the bat, before we even kick a ball, I'm going to tell you now, if you're a goalkeeper, you pick shot stopper out of the 2. Cross claimer you don't need, right? These 2 are more important than just the one of close down. Far reach is going to help you a lot, and footwork is going to help you a lot as well. It's kind of like a one-on-one with the footwork. If you're coming out, you can do it, and especially with the new dive buttons. So I'm telling you now, goalkeepers, pick this as your first one, shot stopper. The remaining 12 archetypes can be obtained via club coins. So you can get the others, but for goalkeepers, it'd be pointless. FC points, or say yes, you can basically pay to win. So when the game comes out, you can literally buy them all on the start. That's an L from EA right there. You can literally pay for it with your FC points. So if you get the Ultimate Edition of the game, with the 6,000 FC points, you could probably buy everything in clubs. Probably. Or archetype unlock consumable items that can be found as rewards. When I get the Ultimate Edition, chat, I'm telling you now, all my points, I'm unlocking everything. In fact, maybe not for goalkeeper. If you're a goalkeeper, there's probably no point unlocking these other ones because they do nothing for you. Maybe ping pass, obviously that might help, but it's not as important. You know, there's nothing really there that's that important. But yeah, you can pay now to get your archetypes. This is the deep dive star. This is it. This is it. So when everyone was saying, let's monetize pro clubs, it's like there's a way that they can earn money with pro clubs. This is not what we meant, just so you know. For me anyway, this is not what I meant in terms of paying to boost your player. That's not what I wanted. I wanted things like player skins or boots and cosmetic things, not an actual pay-to-win system where you're paying to get ahead, an advantage of somebody else, which is a pay-to-win. Anyway, or you can unlock them through, you know, just playing the game. How do I progress my archetype? Every time you play a clubs match in FC26, you will earn archetype XP, AXP. The more you play, the more AXP you can collect. The amount of AXP you can earn will depend on your role rating. We'll look at that in a minute. The bulk of your AXP earnings will come from your role rating. Obtaining a higher rating can yield better AXP. So is that role within the club or role within the match you played? Like, if you had a higher match rating, maybe that's what that means. Your gameplay actions, you will earn a small amount of AXP for every action you complete in a match. They're like the bonus things like passing, completed dribbling, things like that. Match type, your AXP earned via role rating and gameplay actions will differ depending on whether you are playing a clubs, league, playoffs, friendlies. So you can get XP now. I think you could anyway before, right? Could be wrong there. Drop-ins, clubs rush, or live events. You can still get XP, but it will slightly differ depending on which game mode. Like, I reckon if you're playing friendlies, it's going to be pretty low in friendlies. because they could stop people from boosting. You will also be able to earn AXP by playing skill games throughout through the amount that you can earn each week. So that's, you know, the weekly skill games that you can do that have been in the past. Yep. Once you've earned enough AXP, your archetype will move up to the next level. So this is like I'm going to use the word battle pass for, like, in terms of archetypes. A card upgrade, signature playstyle. So the higher up you go, you unlock different playstyles. Let's see. There's like a progression bar for the archetypes, which will probably be pay to win as well. Maybe not. Maybe you just unlock it, then you have to play to get the XP for these things. Who knows? Level 1 AP there, 40. He's doing the finisher one. So at level 30, you get the, what is that? Is that the finesse shot? What is that? I don't know. It's important to remember that each archetype progresses separately. If you've unlocked multiple archetypes, you will need to play matches with each one to level them up individually. Okay, so you select the one you want to, you select the archetype you want to, it's low driven. Okay, there we go. So you select the archetype you want to level up, and you have to complete that one before going on to the next one. I do like that. That's good. But you can just, yeah, I do like that. Leveling up. As you progress, your archetype will receive rewards to help upgrade your attributes and abilities. Attribute points AP. AP can be spent to upgrade your abilities, your attributes, sorry, taking you one step closer to unlocking more playstyles or even a specialization. Wow. Okay, what's that? Signature playstyles upgrades. Each of your signature playstyles will upgrade to a playstyle plus. Each of them, okay. Maximizing your archetype's power on the pitch. Wow. Unlocking signature perks. Unlock extra signature perks to make your archetype stand out. Customizable playstyle slots. Gain additional slots to further personalize your archetype's playstyle. Okay, that was a lot to take in there. So he's on the finisher, attributes, playstyle, specializations. So this is the new, and we know this is a lot like Ultimate Teams and like how we play normal game. When you look at the stats, this is how it kind of looks, right? So what we got here, we got these are his archetypes, I believe. The ones that are green. These are the ones he's got on. Composure, reactions, volleys. Okay, so he's on the finishing one. You got the pace, acceleration. What's on here? So he's on the finishing one here. It's 75 right now. You can upgrade. Your next upgrade cost is 6. And this is your AP up here. Increase your chances of beating the keeper with shots inside the box. And this is what you get. Related playstyles. Finesse shot, power shot, low driven shot, game changer. So the finishing boosts these ones. So if you've got these playstyles and you putting up your finishing, it's going to help boost these. I don't mind that, but I feel like it's going to get really overpowered. We'll have to see. We will have to see. I think it's good if they do better job on unique mechanics for each archetype, but we know what will not happen. I feel you there, Supreme. I know exactly what you're saying. Archetypes live updates. At launch, each archetype can be progressed from level 1 to 50. Okay? Level 1 to 50 at launch. This will give you plenty of room to grow and develop your archetype over time. However, the journey doesn't end there. Throughout the season, you can expect the maximum level to increase along with more changes and updates to archetypes, meaning you will have more opportunities to further upgrade and personalize your favorite archetypes as the season goes on. Yeah, they're kind of pushing you into certain categories, kind of like what I thought. So you have to select within your categories. You can't just select everything, but I think you still will be able to select everything. Eventually, they'll have a cap. I think it says 13 you can have a total. So we're going to have to see. And within each archetype, there's playstyles that you unlock within each archetype. So we'll have to see how that works. Maybe you can only have, maybe you can only select one of certain playstyles within each archetype. You have to choose which one you want to prioritize over, maybe. So yeah, so it looks like they're going to do more upgrades through the season, add in new things to keep it fresh as the year goes on. Is FC26 getting any better for goalkeepers? So the goalkeeper archetypes are, I'll quickly go up because it's not that far. The only ones we get are these right now. Shot stopper, which gives us footwork and far reach playstyles, or a sweeper keeper archetype, which gives us cross claimer and 1v1. I've already said, if you're a goalkeeper, when you start the game, you get the chance to pick one of these when you make your player. Pick shot stopper as your archetype, because cross claimer won't be as good, or you won't use it as much as the far reach or footwork. There's no video. This is the video, Tamri, unless there's something else after we go through this. But right now, this is it. Right now, we'll see. We haven't finished it yet. There's a lot to go through, so we're on our way there. The archetype card. This is your new like foot card. You call it the archetype card. So it starts off as silver, level 29. And this is it. Striker, intelligence 92, defense 90, strength 90. So maybe a center mid, maybe CDM. I don't know what he would be. He's a defender. Okay, so we've got keeper here, defender, midfielder, and a forward. Is there divisions? We don't know yet. We're going through it now. So recycler. This passing machine is critical to taking the ball from the back line and giving it to your most dangerous attackers. Level 29 to level 30, and you get the press proven, but it costs 50 AP points. So you unlock the play styles the more you play the game now. You just unlock them like a battle pass, basically. It's a battle pass system. And right now he's got a silver playstyle here, as you can see, but the next one will be gold at level 30. You just unlock it. And then you can edit, active, set as active, more info, view levels. And he's in the midfielder section here, I think. He's ticked here. Your archetype card is the visual representation for you and your archetype everywhere in clubs. So you're going to see this everywhere. You're going to see your friends and other people's when you go in and out of games. As you progress, your archetype card will update to reflect your journey from bronze to icon. The icon is going to be the last one. Each archetype has its own archetype card with unique pose, background, and key attributes highlighted on the side of to see how your card measures up against someone else's. If you want to show off, you can customize your card with backgrounds earned through the season pass rewards, objective rewards, or the club store. So you can customize your card, and these are your playstyles and archetypes that could be on the sides and things like that. So people can look at your card and see what type of player you are and how good you are, really. Your archetypes. Your archetype card is not just for you. It's how other players will see you during every big moment, like when you score, probably when you save to a tackle, things like that. You can expect to see archetype cards throughout the match experience, showcasing your virtual pro progression and achievements in new ways. So yeah. Consumables. Consumables introduce another way to impact your archetype progression outside of playing matches. Please don't tell me you can get like match boosts and stuff like that, like in 2K or skill games. Our intent with consumables is to help players who join pro clubs later in the life cycle catch up and feel like they can still make an impact. Oh, bro. Let's see what it's about. There will be multiple consumable types available in AAFC 26, including Archetype XP multiplayers. Boost the AXP match rewards for a set number of matches. I don't mind that if people are new to the game after not playing it for a long time. Direct apply AXP. Instantly grant AXP to your active archetype. Note, to maintain balance, direct apply AXP consumables can only be used on archetypes under a predefined level. So you can use maybe 2, and you have to wait till you get to another level to maybe use some more. Direct apply AXP consumables can be used on ensuring that the tool service is its purpose as a catch-up tool rather than a shortcut to max. Okay, that's good. So I don't think you can just buy your way there. You have to hit certain levels before you can unlock certain things. So you can't just buy them, which I like. But when they come available, you can just buy it outright instead of playing to unlock it further, I think. Archetypes unlocks allow you to obtain any locked archetype via the archetypes screen. Archetypes resets. Return your spent attribute points to your wallet, allowing you to redistribute them as you see fit. So you can respec your player, which is pretty cool. It's better if you're so it looks like, chat, you can probably only make one player and that's it. You can't make like different builds. Could be wrong there, but with the fact that you can respec like the spent points for different archetypes, makes me think that. So we'd have to see. We'd have to see on that. Okay, signature playstyles. Did I read this? You can unlock these consumables throughout the season rewards, objective rewards, or obtain them via the club store. This ensures that players, whether they choose to purchase consumables or not, have the means to access them. All right. So in the store, you're going to be able to purchase things, and you're going to be locked out of certain things depending on how you grow. Signature playstyles and playstyle slots. Signature playstyles. Each archetype in FC26 comes with its own set of unique signature playstyles that reflect that archetype's style of play. These playstyles are automatically unlocked and equipped with when you unlock your archetype, and they'll upgrade to the playstyle plus as soon as you progress with your archetype. So like we saw up here, you get your archetype, and then as you play through, you unlock playstyles, play more, and then that playstyle goes to playstyle plus and things like that. While signature playstyles cannot be removed, they're what come with that archetype. You do have the option to swap them out for a different playstyle plus once you unlock and equip a specialization for that archetype. So there is other ones, okay, but you just swap them out, giving you more flexibility in customizing your items as you advance. Okay. Customized playstyle slots. On top of your signature playstyles, you'll also have customizable playstyle slots that allow you to tailor your archetype to suit your own playstyle. So again, you can get like your archetype, and then you can pull in playstyles to suit how you want to play. How effective that is, don't really know. As you progress through your archetype, the number of available customizable playstyle slots increases, allowing for more flexibility in tailoring your archetype's abilities. You can assign any playstyle to 3 slots as long as your archetype meets the necessary attribute unlock requirements for that playstyle. So again, probably on the start you can have 1, when you get to silver maybe 2, and then when you get higher up, when you get to gold, maybe you can have 3 slots. Any playstyle equipped to your customizable slots will not upgrade to the playstyle plus version of that playstyle. All right, okay. So if you add stuff in, the ones you add in, they don't upgrade to the playstyle plus. It's only the ones that are attached to your archetype on the start. I think I've read that correct. Attribute unlock requirements. Each playstyle has specific attribute unlock requirements that must be met before it can be equipped. Okay, let's see. So he's on the scoring one here. Finisher, scoring. Perform finish shots faster while additional. We know that. Okay, so you got to hit a certain attribute points before you can even unlock this. Your curve needs to be 80, and your vision needs to be 80, and finishing needs to be 75 before you can even get this. Or this one up here, whichever one he's on here. This one here. So you need to actually boost your attribute points before you even apply in the playstyles. I do like that. This is too much. It's a lot to take in, right? But this will be going up as a video after it, so you can obviously go through it slowly and read yourself, you know, after it. I will have the links as well. I kind of like this as well. I do actually like this. It means you got to actually progress a little bit more to get these things. I do like that. To unlock your playstyle, you will need to upgrade the relevant attributes to the required value, which can be done either directly from the edit attributes screen or by selecting the playstyle directly from the customizable screen, provided you have enough AP. These requirements are consistent across all archetypes, meaning the AP cost to unlock a playstyle may vary depending on the starting attribute values of the chosen archetype. For example, to unlock Dead Ball, you must first upgrade the attributes below. Free kick accuracy to 75, crossing to 80, shot power to 80. I like this, chat. I like this. It means that you have to now if you want that playstyle, you can't just be like pumping everything into like shot power, drill, all these other stuff that you could usually do and then just apply the playstyle anyway. If you want something, you have to now take some attribute points off certain things to make you be able to get at this point. So you might have to sacrifice someone's sprint speed to be able to get your shot power up, or you know what I mean? So you're going to have to now play with your attribute points a lot to get certain playstyles. I like that. Attributes. Minimum and max values. Each archetype has a unique set of minimum and maximum values for all attributes, as well as unique ranges for weak foot and skill moves. All right. Upgrading attributes. With archetypes, you'll now be able to upgrade any attribute you want. Is it like trying to form your pro around the archetype? Yeah, that's exactly what it's trying to do. Yeah, that's exactly it. So, like if you were a defensive player, a lot of the time, like let's put it in competitive, the wide wings like to have like aerial and some striker attributes, right? Because they can come in. So if you want that, you're going to be slacking on the defensive stuff. And I think this year is really going to actually matter. So you're going to have to really get like a balance between maybe a little bit of attack and some midfield and then a little bit of defense, depending on how you want to play. So if your team is aggressive, maybe that's not really necessary for you as a player. Maybe your manager wants you to be up there and attacking. Also, you kind of adapt it to how you want it to play out. But I'm guessing there's going to be negatives to it as well. You know, like you can't just pump everything into one way and just apply play styles. You're going to have to apply certain play attributes to even get that play style, to unlock it, which I like. I like that. What was this again? Archetypes. You will now be able to upgrade any attribute you want. Upgrading attributes. So with archetypes, you'll now be able to upgrade any attribute you want. Okay, because the archetype is like the main hub, and then you can kind of pump your attributes into how you want to build your player. When you level up your archetype, you receive attribute points called AP. That can be used to improve any attribute directly from the edit attribute screen. As you increase your attribute, the AP cost is going to increase for the upgrades, will also rise, making higher values tougher to reach. Any upgrades you make are permanent, but if you want to reallocate your points, you can request an archetype reset using club coins or reset consumables. So it's going to cost you to, if you mess up in your build, it's going to cost you to respec, which returns all previous spent AP to your wallet. Which I think you're going to make one player build, and that's going to be it, I think. Have they honestly not mentioned the divisions at all? We haven't got that far yet. We're still on the way. Key attributes. This is the archetypes part. We're not got into like the other parts yet, Joe. Key attributes. I think it's good for goalkeepers because probably you can max out. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. No presets. We don't know yet. We don't know. Key attributes. Each archetype comes designated with 4 specific key attributes that complement the way your selected archetype is built to play. These key attributes cost less AP to upgrade for the archetype compared to others, making it more efficient to develop the archetype in a way that suits its strength. So again, if you pick an archetype, it's going to come with some key attributes, and upgrading those is going to cost less AP than what you would if you were to upgrade some other ones that are not in that particular archetype. Hope that makes sense. But look, you still have to select the ones that are used in your strength for your archetype. Key attributes are highlighted by default when entering the edit attribute screen, making them easy to identify whenever you want to upgrade. Right, okay, so yours will be highlighted like we saw previously. It had like green dots on the ones that you need to upgrade to focus on. Height and weight. To preserve gameplay balance, each archetype comes with its own specific range of height and weights. Woo! That's nice. I like it. So I wonder if the goalkeepers now have a traditional and acrobatic playstyle now back in. I wonder. So I think the far reach one will be traditional, and then the other one that was there for the one-on-ones, quick reflect, the one-on-one rush is probably going to be the acrobatic. So yeah, it looks really good, really promising. I like that. While you can adjust your height or weight. So chat, what is probably going to be? So let's just talk about the goalkeeper one for a sec. Let's say there was 2, right? There was the one that came with far reach and footwork, and there was the other one that came with crosses and rush out. So let's say the far reach one and the footwork is the traditional, which means you're more traditional, kind of like Petr Cech and things like that. I reckon you're only going to be able to have a max. I don't think you can like 99 them, the ones that are not in that category. I could be wrong, but I think it's going to like, you're going to hit it so far and then it's going to be like a block. You won't be able to go any further unless it's the ones that are in that archetype strength. So like handling, you might get that to 99, but things like quick reflexes, that might only be able to go up to like 85. If that makes sense. So you might only be able to go up so far with each different playstyle. It might be like a hard cutoff. I'd like that. I would prefer that, but and then over time they might increase that. Like they said, they'll increase things going forward, but or it could just be you can still get everything to 99, but the ones in that archetype you can get there quicker because it's going to cost cheaper, and they're the ones you should focus on more. But I do like this for the height and weight. That's going to be really nice. While you can adjust your height and weight within this range to match your desired look or play style, doing so will have minor impact on a select few attributes. Minor impact. These changes don't alter the base attribute values of the archetype itself. Instead, the adjustments are applied as a small increase or decrease to the relevant attributes only when you enter a match in any club's mode, similar to how you experience a boost via club's facilities. Okay. So again, with your height and weight, you are going to have an increase or decrease depending which way you go. And it's going to not really reflect in the game, but it will when you go into the match, like a facility does. Specializations. Okay, this is the new one, right? Specializations introduce 3 unique variants to each archetype. So once you've got your archetype up to a certain level, you unlock a specialization, which is archetypes for you develop toward over time, encouraging you to either break the mold or double down on becoming the elite version of your chosen archetype. Attribute unlock requirements. Similarly to playstyles, specialists are unlocked by upgrading certain attributes to the required value via the edit attributes screen. For example, upgrading finishing, headering, accuracy and volleys past the required values will transform your playmaking maestro archetype into a box crashing midfielder capable of changing the game with late runs into the box and deep dives. Okay, so once you go past their threshold, you now become a specialist in that playstyle, in that archetype. I mean, sorry, which means you get pushed further, and I think you get new playstyles. By unlocking the specialization, you gain an extra signature perk that will be assigned to your archetype as long as the specialization remains equipped, and additional signature playstyle plus that can be assigned to one of your archetypes signature. So it looks like we're going to get a third playstyle. I think this is how you get the third one, by upgrading your archetype to get the specialization, which then additionally unlocks a signature playstyle plus, which will be something different. I like that. So transforming your Maestro card into a Crasher will grant you first time. Okay, so you can't choose. It just gives you one. So if you're a Maestro and you level it up to Crasher, you'll get the First Touch Plus playstyle to control those passes into the box. Well, you know how that works, right? Oh, wait, what's this? Your first time plus control passes into the box, and the box crash perk to help you slot it home. Okay, so you actually get something else. You get a perk and you get a playstyle plus with it. Only one specialization can be equipped at a time, so you have to choose which one you want it for. Defensive, midfielder, attacking, depending on what archetype you want, you can only pick one. So if you unlock more than one, you'll need to choose which one in order to benefit from its rewards. So you can only pick one. Signature perks. Signature perks are new on the pitch abilities, designed to encourage you to embody your chosen archetype or specialization whenever you step on the pitch. So yeah, this is the specialization perk. Each archetype comes with 2 signature perks that are unlocked through the course of your archetype progression, while a third is equipped whenever you have a specialization active. Yeah, so there's the third playstyle. So we do have a third playstyle now, but it's in the form of a specialization once you get your archetype up to a certain level. There are 3 types of perks. Action-based perks activate after you perform a specific action and provide you with a temporarily attribute boost. For example, the press and pass perk assigned to the recycler archetype delivers a temporary boost to short passing, reactions, and vision after regaining possession in your own half. Okay, so you have to do something to gain the boost, and I get you. I would like to think you only have that boost for a short period of time after this instance. So that's for an action-based one. The mechanic-based perk trigger when using a certain control or technique. A creator archetype, for instance, gets a boost to curve, short passing, and long passing when making precision passes in the middle third via the precision pass perk. So you're going to have to be really good passing player and have good vision to get your boosts here. The pitch notes, I will have them linked. In fact, I'll do it now. I will do it now for you, my friend. There's the pitch notes if you want to check it out. Where was I now? Okay, yeah. So it looks like you have to be a good passing player to keep getting the boosts for this. Team focus perks. Okay, this is for the team. Benefit your teammates if a creator plus specialization completes a through ball in the opponent's half. The receiver temporarily gains boosts in finishing, balance, and ball control via the assistant perk. So yeah, you do something, you get rewarded, and it gives you a temporary boost. For how long, I don't know. And here they are. Archetypes. Finisher. And then you got, these are the different options that you can get, chat, right? So you got finisher, fake to real, and it shows the description of what to do. And then location in the opponent's box. Finisher 1v1 master. In a 1v1 with the goalkeeper, gain a short boost to ball control, agility, and balance in the box. But you can only get this, obviously, when you're doing something good. Finisher plus 180 shooter. Shoot with your back to goal. Hopefully that's not too overpowered. Back to goal. Again, a short boost in shot power, finishing, and balance. Okay, so these are the ones here. Anything for goalkeeper here? These are just the attacking ones. So these are all the attacking ones. You can take a look again, chat, once the live stream goes down, and you can rewatch it and take a look. And the patch notes will be available for you to look at. These are like the midfielder ones here. Thief and things like that. Crasher, there's the one we just looked at. And it shows how you unlock it, when it's available for you, and what it does. So these are really cool. Engine, things like that. Anything for goalkeepers here so far. Again, you can look at defensive wingers and things like that. Progress a goalkeeper favorite. Receive a pass from goalkeeper in defense third for a boost to a long pass. So the goalkeeper and centre backs can link up here to get a boost. That's pretty cool, right? So you can actually now gain like partnerships with certain players. If you both combine certain things, like me and a centre back, I could pass to a centre back. They would get the boost for increased long passing instead of like a left back passing to him. Left back could pass to me as a keeper. I could then pass it to the centre back. He will get a boost. So that's a really cool link up plays there. And here's the goalkeeper ones, chat. Sweeper keeper, high line. Receive ground pass in defensive half for a short boost to short pass in ball control and vision. Sweeper keeper, rush specialist. Rush dribbler in the box for a short boost to acceleration, aggression, reactions. So if I rush the dribbler, I'll get a boost of these, I think, with this playstyle. Sweeper keeper plus shutdown. Successfully hard slide tackle in defensive third for a boost to aggression, reflexes, and strength. Defensive third. So if I'm coming out, I can slide tackle somebody to get this. This is crazy. Why would you want to do that? Pioneer, long bomb. Precision pass in a defensive half for a short boost. Kick in. Shot stopper. Stop a low shot for a short boost to agility. So if if you stop a low shot, you're going to get agility, handling, and reflex boost. For how long? I don't know. Ready to act. Jockey when dribbler is in attacking third for a short boost to dive in, balance, and reflexes. So holding left trigger or L2 is probably going to keep this boosted at all times, I guess. So if you, maybe, I don't know. Shot stopper plus double save. Successfully save a shot for a short boost to reactions, positioning, and dive in. So after you make a save, it's going to kick this in, so it will help you get a double save. But this will only work if you have the double save active. So there's a lot of ways that you can mold your player here. Some of them are a bit, I don't quite understand how they would work. Like the slide tackle, successful hard slide tackle in the defensive. Why would you want to do that to get that? Don't make sense. Spider, punch the ball while in the box for a short boost to positioning, diving, and agility. Anticipator, instant save when near dribbler for a short boost to vision, reflex, and handling. Anticipate. Yeah, we're going to have to look at this. This is obviously just text. Until we play the game, we're not really going to understand what this is. But that, yeah, make that what you will. I can't really talk about it right now. Maybe I'll take a look at it and I'll go through it in my own time and I'll make another video on it. But a little bit confusing, but there's a lot of options here, chat. Look at all these options that you can build. Look at this. But don't forget, you can only select so many. And you're going to then lose out on other ones. So you have to really be careful which one you want to build. Live events. Insider Clubs qualifier. Okay, so we got here 4 rounds, limited time tournament. The stakes have never been higher. Every victory brings you one step closer to the final stage, but defeat doesn't mean the end. Rugby Rush Cup. The fuck? Let's get physical. Dominate your opponent with powerful shoulder barges that won't get penalized. That's crazy. I love that. I love it though. It's pretty fun. Archetype Cups. Compete the archetypes required. Okay, so you need to have certain archetypes to be able to play this event. You can team up and compete in new ways with live events, delivering dynamic club rush tournament experiences. Each live event will bring new challenges with varying entry requirements. Modified rush gameplay and alternate rules, creating fresh opportunities for you to earn rewards throughout the season. Each live event comes in the form of a single elimination knockout tournament where your skill will be tested across a max of 4 rush knockout rounds. There's also a brand new rush stadium to give each tournament a more focused, intense atmosphere. Plus, you can celebrate on stage with your squad after a trophy win. Okay. There's a lot, chat. This is just the first one as well. Holy cow. I need a drink. This is crazy. There's a lot of information here. Please hit that like button as well. And if you are new here, drop a sub. Event structure. Each player starts with a limited number of attempts to win the tournament. Winning a match allows you to move on to the next round, while losing a match costs you an attempt and sends you back to the first round. Okay, so you get a certain amount of attempts to get through, and if you lose, you also go back down, but you can also spend to continue in the tournament. Using up all your attempts will see you eliminated from the event, although some events will reset your available attempts after a certain period, giving you another chance to participate. The tournament can only be won by claiming victory in consecutive matches across all round up to including the final. Event progress is tracked individually and not as a squad, and there is no time limit for starting your next match. So you can take your time editing your archetype before attempting the next round with new batch of teammates. Just don't wait too long, as the event will eventually expire. Okay, yeah. Kind of straightforward there. How do I enter a live event? You'll be able to enter a live... you'll be able to see the full list of available upcoming live events from the live events tab in the play menu. Simply select the one you want and proceed into the lobby. From there, you can choose to invite friends or search alone and then just come up with randoms. All matchmaking will pair you with teammates and opponents at the same tournament stage. That's nice. Ensuring all players know exactly what is at stake. Each live event will always look to ensure you have a full squad of outfield players before entering a match, but in the event that a full squad cannot be found, a team of 2 human players minimum can proceed with AI teammates filling the open spots. Don't like that. In order to play with friends, you will need to be on the same tournament round to proceed. If you happen to be in a later round, you need to wait for obviously your teammate to get up to the same round as you, or you can reset yourself. Pretty straightforward. Then you can join each other. Entry requirements. Each club's Rush live event can have its own unique entry level requirements to increase the level of competition and introduce fun new challenges to shake up the Rush experience. Some events may require you to increase your club's Rush player rank to improve your selected archetype to be prefined level, or even require you to use a specific archetype. Okay, that's like the specific stuff. Yo, thanks to the sub there. I appreciate it. Fami, thank you, my friend. Multiple stage events. Some events may even be linked together over multiple stages. When winning the first event will unlock a higher tier event into the future where you'll be playing for even bigger rewards. So if you complete an event, that be it, and then you might have to wait a couple of weeks or next week for them to introduce like stage 2 of that event. If you miss out on the first stage, no problem. Some events will allow you to enter into a redemption stage where you'll be given a second chance to make it into the next round. All right. Flexible rules and house rules. I'm not going to... Okay, it's not much here. Whether it's increasing the tension... Okay, that's just talking about the experience of golden goals and stuff like that. That was in the previous versions of Rush. We now have house rules that are going to include designated scorer. Goals count as double when scored by a designated scorer. Stay alert. Okay, it'd be like a shot clock. And during that time, goals are doubled by X amount. Rugby Rush. The referee is not watching. Dominate your opponent with powerful shoulder barges that won't get penalized. I wonder if you can slide as well. It's probably, if any of you guys know about the old football games, like Red Card, where it's just like no rules. You could slide everything and do whatever you wanted. I'm hoping that'd be in there. That'd be pretty fun. Keep an eye out for these over the course of FC 26 season. Objectives and rewards. Each live event will be linked to the club's objective system inside of the FC Hub, providing you with more reason to put together a squad and take on the latest tournaments. Rewards vary from event to event, giving you the opportunity to earn cosmetic items for your pro archetype, card, backgrounds, or even consumables to help boost your archetype's progression. So it is worth doing them. Revamped club lobby. The club's lobby has been redesigned for a cleaner layout and improved functionality. So this is what the new lobby is going to look like. It looks like the old versions of the lobbies, in my opinion. It looks kind of old. All right. Role, playmaker, bad fit. Look at that. It says you're going to get a bad fit role if you go there. He's not meant for that role. Bad fit. It's pretty cool. Yo, good evening, Sloan. How you doing, bro? Role fit and overall. You can check how well your archetype selection fits the position and role. Each vacant position in your club's chosen tactic. Simply highlight and observe your role fit. Perfect fit. Your archetype is perfectly matched with this role and position. Good fit. Good fit. Your archetype is good fit for the position, but perhaps not ideal. Your archetype is particularly okay. I'd like it to know if you're in a bad fit, does it lower your stats? Looks more like foot. Yeah, exactly. It's. I mean, what would be the point in adding this if it's literally just a text? I'm hoping it gives you a bad. It like takes some of your archetypes away, like they like attributes and stuff. You know. Similarly, when navigating vacant positions on the pitch, you can observe your archetype's overall value for the highlighted position. Match stats widget. Receive real-time updates from in-progress matches and monitor your stats of the club's league. Friendly challenges requests via the match stats widgets. New set piece assignments. What we got here? 2 new attacking corner kick assignments. Top of the box. Defensive corner. 5 total near post. Okay, so you can do set pieces again now for corners and stuff like before. Defensive corners, you can have presets for those. Left throw-in taker, right throw-in taker. So you can select now what's what in your club management stuff, which is nice. Multiple clubs. You can now select up to 3 different clubs. So boom, boom, boom. Create your own. So this is how I said it was probably going to be like in my previous videos. Make your own club and then you can join like, you know, VPG and then VFL or something like that. And you can just switch between them in the player hub, which is kind of like how I explained it right in my previous videos. You can only earn rewards for your favorite club. So you have to set your favorite club. And then leave club, look, it's just a Y there. So kind of like, so I was kind of right with that one. No divisions, we'll see now, we'll see. Clubs Rush and playoff rewards. You'll now be able to earn Clubs Rush and club playoff rewards on behalf of a single favorite club. that's selectable from the Switch club screen. You can switch your favorite club at any time during the season, but you'll need to make sure it's set to the one you want before the rewards are distributed at the end of the season. So if you're in 3 different clubs, but this club here has got the best, progression, at the end of the season, you want to make sure you're favorited on your best club. So you'll get the rewards from that club, not the one that you are currently in and maybe not have high, that may not be as high, So you want to make sure your favorite one is on the best one. My brain went dead then. Be a goalkeeper revamp. There's a lot of updates to be a pro goalkeeper bag experience in FC26, including new controls, assistance levels, playstyles for bag, revamped UI components, and updated presentation featuring unique camera and audio treatments. For a full detailed revamp of check out the gameplay deep dive. I think we've done that, right? Haven't we done this? Yeah, we've already looked at that one. Be a goalkeeper in Rush. Be a goalkeeper in Rush. Players will now be able to test their abilities on the Rush pitch exclusively in Club's Rush. In support of this, the Club's Rush matchmaking experience has undergone a few changes. The maximum lobby size has been increased to 5, although one must be using the goalkeeper archetype in order to proceed to a match. So you have to have a goalkeeper now in Rush. You have to. Whether your squad has a goalkeeper or not. Okay, maybe not. Matchmaking will attempt to find a squad similar to yours. Okay. So if you're a goalkeeper, you have to have a goalkeeper archetype, I think. If your group would prefer to play without a goalkeeper, you can disable the find goalkeeper settings inside the club. Oh, okay. So maybe you do have to then, unless you disable it. AI facilities. The facilities are being expanded in FC26, introducing the AI facilities that boost the attributes for your teammates, your AI teammates, with the facility budget now shared between AI and players' facilities. Like what I said it would be. You'd have to manage it. Look, it's shared. Okay, so you've only got a million and you've got to share it. So you have to pick and choose, what do you want to upgrade, your AI or your controlled players that you're going to need to, that you want to upgrade yourself. Assistant coaches, which will be assistant coach, conditioner coach for AI midfielders, CDM, centre mid, right mid, left mid, cam. And that's how it would work. So you're going to have to pick and choose which ones you're going to want to use. AI facilities are similar to the player facilities, but with a few key differences. AI facility upgrades will only come in form of attribute increases. AI facility upgrades are position group specific, meaning you have a group of facilities dedicated to improving your forwards, while another solely dedicated to training your goalkeeper. So be sure to consider the position you and your clubmates will be taken up when allocating the budget. Oh, don't do that. So you can upgrade your goalkeeper as well, which is pretty nice. If you're playing any and don't have a goalkeeper, you can do that. Other improvements. In response to community feedback, player facilities have also been rebalanced to provide more consistent values. Look out for more updates to the club facilities throughout FC26 season, so you can upgrade that as they go through. Clubs gameplay, competitive gameplay. Competitive gameplay is mandatory, locked in FC26. That's the gameplay method, competitive. Our goal with competitive gameplay is to create a more competitive experience by reducing the impact of randomness and assistance. This is an experience tailored for players who enjoy fast-paced, responsive gameplay. The changes to competitive gameplay aim to deliver on 3 competitive community priorities: responsiveness, consistency, and control. For more details regarding competitive gameplay, check out, obviously we've been through that before, fatigue redesigned. The impact of fatigue will be redefined on competitive gameplay experience in FC26. Support our goal of improving responsiveness across the game. When controlling your pro, in short term fatigue will continue to work as before. For example, when short-term stamina depletes, you will be slower when running until the fatigue bar recovers. So like it was before. You will no longer experience loss of long-term fatigue. This applies to any time you are controlling a player, even if you are alternating between players. So again, like I said, chat, I don't think I actually put it in my video. I think I edited it out, but I did say, I think my concern was with this. My concern was, you know, in competitive where somebody usually goes any, but it's just filling up one spot. My concern was, would the game know the difference between the two? Or would that any player, would their fatigue not go down or something, you know? If that any player was just any, but like say a centre mid, but everyone else was in a position, would the game know it's only one position picked, or was it going to prioritize the any role? That's what I was, but I edited it out because I wasn't unsure. But again, I'm not quite unsure when it's saying like you will no longer experience the loss of long-term fatigue. Does that mean like over the course of a game, as long as you're not sprinting, your stamina will eventually go back to the top, so you can keep on sprinting? I don't know. For AI, your players have a reduction in sprint speed and acceleration when fatigued, proportional to the fatigue level. Long-term and short-term fatigues are in effect. Playstyles and attributes. Relentless and Relentless Plus playstyles have been changed to increase how quickly your short-term fatigue recovers. More details in the playstyle section of the gameplay deep dive. The stamina attribute will continue to work as before, for example, when determining how quickly your stamina bar depletes. Okay, so the Relentless is probably going to be pretty good this year. Match rating changes. Okay, match rating in clubs has been redefined as role rating for FC26, meaning each player's performance will now be related to actions that matter the most and assigned to their role. Example, box to box, playmaker inside, etc. To ensure you are getting a rating that is based on actions that matter to your role, we created several different categories: goalkeeping, defending, dribbling, shooting, passing. Please tell me, because before chat, if you're a goalkeeper and your defender made a bad tackle, your rating will go down. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen now. Anything outside of this role of goalkeeping will not affect me as a goalkeeper, you know? And a unique group that includes stats such as goals scored or conceded by the team, red cards, and even individual goals or assists. These will impact all players equally. Okay, then it does. If a red card, it affects you too. Did they say anything about the AI getting better in clubs? Only through facilities at the minute. You can boost them in facilities, but that is shared money. So you have to work out, do you want to boost AI or your, like, you know, your positions with the facilities so far. You can find a breakdown of these. Okay, similar to roles, we will be grouped together. For example, the rating of CB with defender or stopper will primarily be based upon the defensive actions, while rating of a ball playing CB will also consider the effectiveness of the passing. Okay, box to box, defensive and attacking actions are rated equally. This player may receive a match rating of 8 for their performance. Playmaker, creative actions like through passes, assists, and dictating the pace of the play are weighed more heavily than defensive actions. This player may receive a match rating of 8.5 for their performance due to the increased value of chance creation. Okay, so the higher up the pitch you go, like before, you got more chances of getting higher rated players because they reward more attacking options. Defensively, you're still going to be pushing, trying to get those 8 ratings, and the same for goalkeepers by the look of it. Expanded quick chat options. We've gone through this, and I made a post about it on the community. These are just, you know, the ups and downs with the quick chat. Pretty useless, I think. A CPU AI. Here we go, Tammy. The club's CPU AI has received some improvements to the call for a pass system, making the CPU more intelligent when considering pass requests and deferring I'm preferring better options when multiple requests come in at the same time. Whereas before, everyone was spamming past, the centre backs usually didn't pass the ball. They just kind of left and just went around in circles. Does this mean that goalkeeper just going to be the worst for leveling up? It always is the worst slowing, yeah. That's why usually I play striker in rush. Obviously you saw last year and stuff. I play striker because I get as much points as I can and then put them in. But this year I don't think you can do that because you have to level up your archetypes. So you need to play in your positions to level them up as you go. So I'm going to have to play goalkeeper, but it will be slower. But with the rush play style, where you're going to be making constant saves and things like that, if you're decent, it could be not a bad option for you. Yeah, so the improvement extends to both clubs and rush, ensuring CPU goalkeepers will choose better pass options when players spam the request pass. Thank you for taking the time into the deep dive of clubs patch notes. Be sure to check out the feedback if you guys want to do it. And there's the pre-orders. But until next time, guys, take care, and I will see you soon. Peace out.